asked Siri what a habit is, and she defined it as a behavior that occurs subconsciously. In my own terms, I'm not Siri, so that's what we're going to go with. It's a behavior that occurs subconsciously. Now, these habits that we have in trading and in life are very important. They separate us all, make us all unique. If you have a habit of going to the gym, if you have a habit of eating ice cream, right? I had very bad habits getting into trading. I blew 2 accounts, and I want to share with you guys, the Unclaimed crew, these habits so that you guys can prosper and get above the level I am at and reach the stars, because that's the goal. We're a community. I want everyone that's watching this video to flourish. So I think a very good way to get there is by talking about habits that screwed up my 2 accounts before the account that I am on now. So if you like the video, subscribe. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers before the end of the year. You can only do that with your help. So let's get into the video. What's up, Unclaimed crew? I'm gonna be running you guys the 3 habits that killed my trading account. I blew 2 accounts before finally getting it right. And these are the 3 main habits that I realized I had that kept leading me into blowing accounts. So if you guys have these habits, this video is for you. Or if you're learning how to trade and you don't want to develop these habits, and for you guys that all have your own habits of trading and you know if they work or don't work, definitely leave them below so that the rest of us cannot develop them, right? Because we're a community, we share with each other. So anyways, getting into the first of the 3 habits, it is this trading without a plan. This sounds a little basic, I know, and most people think, oh, I have a watch list, I have a plan. I was in the same boat, and I promise you, a watch list and a plan are not the same thing. You're not planning your entry, your stop loss, your profit take, anything that's going to take you into the trade, anything that you're not going to take the trade with. It is very important to have a plan. I was someone that always made a watch list. I would either go on my Instagram and pick someone watch list, something like that. And until I decided I need a plan, not a watch list, I need a plan, and I just need to trade that plan, then my trading changed, because I planned my entry, I planned my exit, I planned both exits, if it went my way, if it didn't go my way, right? I have a plan for everything. I have a plan if I'm gonna get in that trade if this happens. I'm gonna not get in that trade if this happens. So I'm not just throwing my money out there, I'm being smart with my money, right? Because everything is an exchange of money. So you wanna be smart with it. If you're gonna go buy a candy bar with money, you're not just gonna throw it out the wall and like, I don't care. You're gonna have a plan, you want a candy bar when you walk in there, right? It's important to have a plan. So anyways, that's number 1. Coffee real quick, guys. It's a latte, it's pretty good. Caramel. It's not caramel. I don't know why I said it was caramel. Liar! I don't know. I get a little nervous talking to you guys still. Anyways, averaging down on losses is my number 2 habit that will destroy your trading account. The reason I say this, and I know this is a little bit controversial, because there is people that will average down, and I will tell you, averaging down and scaling into a play, 2 different things. I don't want to hear about it. Like, I scale into plays now, but that's not averaging down. Averaging down is you're down $100, so you buy in with the same amount at down $100 and being like, okay, now it just has to move back up to where I initially got in to make my profits back, right? It may work 3 times out of 5 times, but I'm going to tell you, those 2 times that it doesn't work, your account will blow up, because your loss is 2 times the size of the loss already. And if you had a plan, going back to number 1, you wouldn't need to average down. You'd be okay with taking a loss and moving on to the next play. Averaging down is just something that like I learned not to do. It will literally destroy your account. I know this can come from revenge trading. You don't want to accept a loss. So many different psychological things go into not wanting to just close the trade at a loss. Even if it's a big loss, it's better to take a big loss that's planned than to average down and to make it even a bigger loss, because that's going to blow your entire account. And I'm literally targeting you guys from experience, right? Like, everything I'm talking about, this happened to me. Like, this all happened to me. That's why I'm like talking about it. So yeah, that's number 2. Don't average down. I'm going to fix the microphone. Well, technical difficulties you guys get to see. So that's number 2. Yeah, don't average down, guys. Seriously, from me to you, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, giving you something to think about. That's a way to put it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm giving you something to think about. Averaging down is not the way to do it. Cut your losses, accept your losses. Losses are part of trading. They happen to everyone. Even the trader on Instagram you see bringing in $100,000 a day, they take losses too. Everyone takes losses. It's the name of the game. So That's number 2. Before we get into number 3, I just want to give you guys some honorable mentions, make this video a little bit more information oriented, right? Give you guys some extra juice because you guys are the crew, right? We're together. We're in this together. So honorable mentions for me is risk management. Risk management is one of the 2 most important things in my trading. It's literally like super important to me, right? But I think it deserves its own video if it's that important. So risk management will be saved for its own video that I want to make, talking about my risk management, and I would love to hear you guys' risk managements too. The second honorable mention I have is the hopping into any edge or strategy you see. I believe that you should fine-tune your edges, your strategies into something that works for you, something that you have a proven log that works for you with a percentage base to it. I don't think you should hop into a trade because there's a bull flag on this one, there's a bear flag on that, there's a break and retest on this random chart. I just believe that you should find your setup, your highest probability trades, your edge that work for you and stick with it. I think it's a very bad habit when people overplay their edges. They create too many different versions of them. That's kind of complicated. That will also be in a different video, not in this one. So yeah, those are the 2 honorable mentions that I'm gonna put. Let's get into number 3, the third and final trading habit that will destroy your account is having too many indicators on your chart so you cannot focus on price action. Every new trader, I'm guilty of it, and I'm sure you guys are too, right? Even though the crew is strong, I'm sure a little bit of you guys are guilty of having too many indicators. You have all the EMAs, you have the VWAP, you have this random indicator that you saw some trader use on Instagram, you have this and that and that. Indicators will literally kill you trading. Price action is what you need to focus on. Price action is everything in trading. You can trade just off price action and be more probable than taking some VWAP plays. And I think a lot of traders get into the habit of, oh, but this indicator's right here, so this is happening. And I think it's very important to understand indicators are just used as confluences that something's gonna happen, not that something is gonna happen. Not, oh, it touched the 9, so it's gonna reverse. It's like, okay, the 9 is right below this strong support line that we broke through all the price action all week. We finally got above it. There's also the 9. That's when you should use it. I don't think you should be taking trades. Oh, just because the 9's here, I'm gonna try to catch the bounce, which you're just catching a falling knife or anything like that. I think there's so many indicators out there that people kind of get confused. I know I did. I was like, I don't know which ones to have. I don't know which ones to use. And just like everything else in trading, you will find your own way. You will find your own edge with all of your indicators. I just think it's important to not have too many indicators. You want to really be focusing on price action because that's king. That's it. If you looked at it, a basic chart, what is there only? Price action. You want to just be focusing on price action, not all these different indicators that are telling you to do this, do that, do that. That's too many indicators is a bad habit, and that you can start relying on these indicators to really tell you what to do or mess with your mindset. And we all know mindset is very important to trading. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go watch the other ones. I'm out. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Unclaimed crew is strong. Subscribe, like,